To the Baltic states. Lithuania is a young democracy, so is Latvia and Estonia. All three Baltic states went through the one of the deepest economic crises in the European Union, or maybe in the world. Still, our two northern sisters chosen the same political powers that promised even more austerity, or at least they did not promise less austerity. The Lithuanians, on the other hand, punished the political forces that steered Lithuania out of such a crisis. Are we starting to witness the Baltic divide?
We will see. It is not clear yet. Will Lithuania be taken back to more Soviet type of governance and living? Differentiated from Latvia and Estonia. I hope it will not happen, but we have to overcome the period of that challenge, because our eastern neighbor would like very much to get Lithuania as other lands what they consider their own to be given back. But first, what we are talking, and you're asking me about austerity or non-austerity. This debate is now ongoing across all Union, because austerity measures helped, and especially it is evident in Baltic states, they helped to avoid the crisis and such financial, social and political crisis as they are ongoing in Southern Europe. Much richer of us, but with crowds protesting the austerity. In our case, the idea less austerity, more incentives to grow, it is an alternative of policies. It was not proved yet. A less austerity may throw us back from improved financial situation, which is fundamental for other improvements. Now Lithuania's GDP is growing, constantly growing, from 2010-11 in 4-5% per year, and it is not jumping measure, but it is constant growth. It shows us strengthening economy with a chance to improve the social situation of those in need as well. The growing number of employed people is also a positive sign. It goes on. It is not temporary, not accidental. 10, 20 or some thousands new jobs do appear. It would be bad to stop this development. With the slogan less austerity, more social programs, more donations for the people. What is our problem? That unfinished reforms in health security, in education as well, in governance. They will be, they have been reforms initiated and stopped and renewed and again stopped, forth and back. We lost time, many times, and Estonians did not. They did not last long. Therefore, the situation in Estonia is better in social and economical sense as well. But we are able to improve our situation if we would not turn back from the chosen path to work and to save. The propaganda for less austerity is quite strong in the West as well. And our electorate was even suggested by such a high person as a President of European Parliament that policies of austerity should be changed for greater expenditure, and that therefore Social Democrats be supported in elections. It was a stage step of a high official which should be neutral. It was not.
And returning to Lithuanian politics, I would like to ask the largest party in the Seimas, which was elected, the Social Democrats, are forming the government, and together with the Labour Party, which itself, as a legal entity, as well as its leaders, are defendants in the criminal case, a criminal case. How does it look from Brussels? Do you feel that this is going to do good for Lithuania, especially before assuming of the presidency of the European Council?
It is bad for Lithuania, of course, and in the sense of international respect. Therefore, the President of Lithuania goes opposing the inclusion of Labour Party into government. Of course, they their votes, bought or bribed or manipulated. It is now out of business after several decisions of law enforcement and judiciary. In general, the result stays as it is. But the result is not only the number of votes and seats. The result is also mental and spiritual or moral. How this party will be seen and treated further in Lithuania. To have entirely unfair political force in force. It may result badly for the country, but also it is a negative label in an international area. The question is open. We are now undergoing the process of very specific cohabitation between new parliament and president, each with constitutional authority, but they are also points of moral authority. And in current situation, those points are on the side of president, much more. As they would be on the side of such a strange government, if it will include the members of defendant party. in a criminal case especially. Everybody who would like to insult or to diminish Lithuania can use it as an argument. About what country are you talking? Look what the government they have. President doesn't like it. The president wants to prevent, to stop this compromising evolution. But deal is deal. And if Social Democrats will continue that deal compromising themselves for a temporary being in power and management, they may ruin themselves as well. But what is worse, that the authority and respectfulness for Lithuania may be ruined as well. I remember times 20 years ago when Lithuania was on the top of international respect, to appear now on the bottom.